What's up? Makoto Joe here. This is the second day from Hell Survivors Monster Game. This is our second insertion, and on the first insertion, we started at this same spot and just kind of, the red just swept the map of yellow. And I don't know what happened to that footage, but that would have been the best footage to put up because we literally went from this base around the entire map back to their insertion, to their kind of green zone where you can't go into their green zone, and we just sat outside their green zone for a long time. But can't find that footage. We're told to go someplace, and we go to the city, get some fighting in there. But I put the maps and the green lines up so you can see where we're going. I hope it makes sense, you know, so I just kind of mapping our progress as we go along and keep kind of jumping ahead to save some time on the video. But yeah, so that's a castle up there on the right. We're just going to walk past it, pass it up on its left. There's a swamp down to our left. Earlier in the day, you can see, I don't know if you noticed, but Malcolm is wearing some blue cleats now. He started out with green, or I think they were yellow cleats the day before and that morning, but he lost them in that swamp. He tried to cut like just a tip of the swamp off by running through it. And, you know, the ground didn't necessarily look hard, but it didn't look as soft as it was, man. And his feet, and he lost his cleats and just kept running. And we looked and looked and looked after we were both shot out. We were going through that damn swamp, and he was walking through there with his shoes off, and we could not find either cleat. That was funny. So I get all the way up here. Malcolm's off to my left. I receive a little bit of fire, and there's a dude in there behind this spool, and I can see he's red, so I call out red. Come in. He tries to let me know where people are, which I appreciate. We have red moving up from the right, so I'm not too worried about the guys on the right there, but I see one guy right here, and I just, boom. You're gone. One down. But you see my CS1 had a little problem there. I was having problems with it. It kept shutting down on me. So this is the last insertion I use it on. I switched to 3.5, which, you know, I love that marker.
This building here, we got some on our right, but I want to keep bumping.
I get Malcolm kind of cover me a little bit so I can bump, and I just want to keep bumping. I love to fight from the front. I don't like sitting in the back. I want to be where the action is, where I can see the people that I'm shooting at. I shoot a lot of paint. Some people say waste, but I see who I'm shooting at. I'm just not spraying paint. There's a guy in the second floor of that building, and I eventually get him. I can't tell. I don't think I just got him then, but I get him, and I don't know when. I don't call out all my kills because I don't want the people. I don't know where yellow is in the city, and I don't want them to know where I am as much as possible. I know I did call out one kill because I shot the guy and he just wasn't coming out. So and the ref went over and got him. So my CS1 stopped shooting, so I turn it all the way off, turn it back on.
I got long baller back behind us.
I didn't know what it was. It turned out to be the LCD board was
I'm having my gun
just stopped working, and I don't know why. It could have been water. There was a lot of water, but the 3.5 had more water in the grips, and it didn't have a problem at all. So I don't think that's what it was. Jerry at PE got another one out to me. I hooked it up. He said the cable that goes to him is very sensitive, so that could have been it. So on this insertion, I got a shot. I got a kill that was I think that was a guy I might have called out. I don't remember. I can't hear the audio, so I don't know exactly what's going on the video. But there was a guy. I think he's back in that corner, and I shot him in his arm, and he didn't come out right away. So I was trying to get him to come out. Yeah, I just saw him. But boom! I think that's when I killed him. Actually, yeah, that is.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
But there's a guy in that building straight in front of me, right there. Boom. That big window, and then there's a little window on the right, and I think he was poking his head up in both windows, but he was moving across. He just bounced me. I can't see him in the video, but he kept popping up and shooting at me. I felt exposed as hell behind this truck,
I was taking fire from kind of both sides, but I didn't feel like I could bump until I got this guy, so I was working on him. And as I was looking through the window at him, and now I came around the side of the truck, I think, yeah. And so I'm looking at him. I can see he popped up, shot. Then he was running out the door, so I just ran up, boom, 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 boom. Now let's see that again. Are you trying to bump on me? No. That was definitely the best shot of the game for me. I was running, he's running. Somebody bounced me from the left. Now I peek out to see if he's out, and yep, the ref went in there and got him, called him out. That was an awesome feeling right there. Shot him on the run while he's moving too. It was definitely a difficult shot. I would say there's some luck involved in the shot. You know, I'm just noticing that truck is on the ground. While I was behind it, I thought it was up off the ground and people could shoot me under it, and I was like worried as hell about even being over
on
there.
the right.
And I think Malcolm right now is calling out somebody on my right, and I can't find him. You know, and Malcolm probably did put him on the clock, but I'll just take this opportunity to say, listen, if you're calling out people for your guys, put them on a clock. Tell them they're at 11 o'clock and that they're on your guys 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock or whatever it is. I start taking fire from the other side and behind me, so I come back to the spool. There are a few guys behind those back spools, like 2 or 3 of them. I'm telling Malcolm to keep the guy that he was telling me about, try to, you know, shoot down my back so keep him down. But one of those guys ends up getting me, so that was that. Ref came over, actually told me good job, good play. That was nice. It's always nice to have somebody recognize your paintball playing. But shooting that guy in the run was the highlight of the weekend for me. You know, a lot of times paintballs, it's not like you're just crushing people constantly. A lot of it is, you know, you play paintball, you get shot, you go out. Like I did on my first insertion of the first day, I was on the field for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Didn't shoot anybody out. That's what paintball's like that. Then you get shots like I had just there, and it makes the whole day or whole weekend. So that was pretty awesome. Hopefully I can get another video from Hell Monster this weekend, edited and up by in the next day or so I can get it up before the weekend. But that's it for this one, and I'll see you out on the field.